Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, everyone. I'm the Doc Bob Lee for 107.5 WBLS, and you are watching Open. It's that live interactive program that brings the Bronx, New York City straight to your TV set. You know, you can stay connected to us through social media at BronxNet TV. Now, leading things off, our first guest is the Executive Director of Summer on the Hill. And he joins us to talk about the educational programs provided to promising low-income public school students. And he's here. And I don't know if this is his first time on the show, but we're going to welcome him with open arms. Just like, whoop. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Markell Parker, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me, Dr. Lee.
Tell us about these wonderful programs that you have initiated at the Summer on the Hill.
Well, Summer on the Hill is actually one of the best kept secrets in the Bronx. We've been around for 27 years, where we recruit public school students from all over the Bronx to take accelerated classes on the campus of the Horace Mann School. You'd be surprised at how much their eyes and their enthusiasm awakens when they see a campus of a private school and realize this is what some schools are like, and how it shoots their drive through the roof.
And Markell, what is your role and how long have you been involved?
So I'm the executive director. I've been in this role for about 6 years. I've been involved in the program since about 2001 in various roles, doing admissions. I was a dean. I've taught classes. So I've had a few roles in the program over that time that I've been involved.
Everybody, when you have the dean of the school, everybody says, "Watch out for the dean." The dean, I talk you over there.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, usually if you get sent to the dean's office, it's not a good thing.
It's not a good thing. Yeah.
But in our case, our students are there voluntarily. They love learning. And quite honestly, they come to a program like this because in most cases, they're accelerated learners ready to move at a faster pace than their class is generally able to. A teacher who has 30 plus students can't really tend to the needs of those who are ready to move faster. They've more so got to teach to the middle or those students who need remediation and need help. And so our students are typically left by the wayside, reading a book after they finish their work or helping the student next to them. What we do in our program is make sure they move at their pace. That they do accelerated learning that's typically a couple weeks ahead of what they're learning in school. And as of late, we've actually evolved our program to do some more exciting curriculum.
Yeah, and although it's called Summer on the Hill, you go all year round, right? What are some of the other programs that we have?
Yeah, the name is deceptive. It is academic. It's all the highlight is the summer because we do 5 weeks of summer straight on campus. But during the school year, we're in operations somewhere between 12 and 18 Saturdays.
And what age groups do you deal with?
Well, we start recruiting our students in second grade, as a matter of fact. That's the age where they really start to show academic prowess, and we want to make sure that we maximize their potential by getting to them early. Most of the studies show that if you don't have your hooks in students as far as their academics by 4th, 5th, and 6th grade, chances are that you're going to lose them if they don't already love learning by that point. So we start early for that reason. And we typically go through 8th grade, and we have a robust but non-obligatory high school program where it's centered around college readiness and college preparation.
What has the pandemic done? Did it hinder or help?
Well, actually both in hindsight. We had to go 100% remote, which was certainly something that was less than ideal for everyone who had to do that in education. But we had an opportunity during the spring of 2020 to see what worked and what didn't as we prepared for our summer program. And what we found is that you can't do the same reading, writing, arithmetic remotely that you were doing before. So what we did was we evolved our program to engage students in things that are relevant to their community. We did things like our curriculum in 4th grade had to do with climate change. 5th grade was doing food production and how food actually gets to your neighborhood and what food deserts are. 8th graders were learning about the stock market. and how that actually works. We've done family finance. We did the presidential election last fall. And I'm excited about what we're going to be doing this fall, because we're going to be focusing on local politics in civics classes. Hopefully engaging some local politicians, and also be doing some engineering and how those things dovetail with one another. So the pandemic has actually presented us with a number of opportunities to evolve our curriculum and involve our students in something that's relevant to them on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah, have you reached out to any of the elected officials? Like, I know former Assemblyman Michael Blake, he's doing some great things. I think he's over at Monroe College or doing civics classes and things of that nature. Maybe you could reach out to him, and he could be like he's a wealth of information, that's for sure.
I will certainly add him to my list. We have some calls in, and certainly have reached out to local city council people who, you know, we receive funding annually from the Bronx delegation. So all of the local city council people should at least know who we are. I'm hoping to get them involved and get them to speak to our students on Zoom, and hopefully pop up in their offices with some students as well, and parents.
Summer on the Hill, doing great things. Good to hear, good to know, great to know.
Thank you. Thank you. We're doing our best to create the leaders that the Bronx needs at this point. And we're starting from the ground up. You know, we're starting as early as second grade, because you know, there's a lot of training that goes into leadership.
I was going to say that from way on the ground up. The second grade is great. I mean, you know, and youngsters need this too.
Absolutely.
Youngsters need that guidance every step of the way. For
sure.
And I'm glad you're for that.
Thank you. As we put our curriculum together, I think about all the things I wanted to learn and never did in school. And certainly, I didn't learn about local politics to know what an assemblyman is, or a congressperson, or city council, and the impact that they have on our lives. Versus
know what president,
right. And so we've just tried to inject some of that with the opportunity of the pandemic to, you know, evolve the education that our students are getting, because there's so much more that they need to know if they're going to be the leaders we need to save us, quite honestly.
Markell, do you have it up on social media or website?
Yes, you can find us at Summer on the Hill on Instagram. You can find us at SOH@HM on Twitter. And our website is probably the hub of information, summeronthehill.org. If you just Google Summer on the Hill and look for us in the Bronx, you'll find us. Thank you for your service. Give a virtual hug to everybody in your organization. The Executive Director, Summer on the Hill, Markell Parker. We appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Dr. Lee, and everybody at BronxNet for the opportunity. Thank you. You got it. Okay. We'll take a break right here. More Open coming up next.